I'm Mail. Today's Friday. Welcome to your Pocket News, where we're talking about fast trains, soft drugs and hot debates. So let's go. While France embraces its 10th day of ultimate transport chaos, the European Commission reveals extravagant plans to invest up to €5 billion in trans-European transport projects. The news won't brighten up any Parisian's day today, who was forced to leave their house 3 hours earlier to get to work. But if we look to the future, when hopefully Sarkozy will have looked after his citizens and rail workers are back on track, it might be positive to know that our European transport system will be improved. The Commission aims to boost a lot of money into environmentally friendly transport and has already suggested the following: a €960 million project to run a rail link from Berlin to Palermo, a 63-kilometre tunnel through the Alps from Austria to Italy, a rail line from Lyon to Turin, a €671 million project to connect France to Italy through the Alps as well, and a high-speed train from France to Spain. In writing, the plan sounds tempting, but in theory, they will have to put it through the Parliament, and if they do get the green light, we won't see anything till 2022. More of us are dying from drug overdoses than HIV infections, the European Parliament heard this week. Rumour has it that drug-related deaths and rising cocaine use are the two fattest concerns of the European Monitoring Centre for Drugs and Drug Addiction. Although they say that less of us aged between 16 and 21 are smoking weed, the Commission still aims to rugby tackle the European drug scene with force next year. Google and the UN have made a pact, and in doing so have created a brand new website with a very loud aim: to end poverty by 2015. Known as the MDG Monitor, it does just that. Monitors how countries are progressing in their efforts to achieve the Millennium Development Goals by 2015. On the site you can access info through interactive maps and country profiles, learn about the real challenges that countries face and not the ones you read about in the paper, and support and even help organisations around the world. To have a browse at the rest of the Millennium Goals, access the site for more. If you were anyway inspired by that latest venture by the UN and Google to diminish world poverty, you might also be interested in the natural disasters that never cease to take innocent lives, especially in developing countries. With that in mind, the EC has launched a competition aimed at young teenagers between the age of 16 and 18 to submit designs or artworks of the impact of environmental change in developing countries. The idea is that their young, creative visions influence their teachers, families and friends. The sub-Sahara area faces the most challenges in the areas of climate change and water shortages, and the winners of this particular competition will get to see that with their very own eyes when they are sent to Africa. If you're not applicable for the competition, tell your friends that they can access it on the following link in 23 official languages of the EU. And finally, EU Radio Nantes is an online radio station run by young people, specially for young people. A bit like your Pocket TV, it tackles pan-European themes, but through the airwaves, fusing politics, culture and music. Today the team has turned off their microphones to host a European conference on the topic Journalism in Proximity to Europe. Known as NeoNet, the meeting will host an array of media professionals, university teachers, media students and associations to offer their vision on European information. Europocket will also be there to participate in the chats, but you'll have to wait till next week to see the results. In the meantime, get listening to EU Radio Nantes. Well, that's all for today, and in fact this week. Have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you again here in Your Pocket News on Monday. Bye-bye.